Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and greetings from Pattaya, Thailand. Woo! I am thrilled to be here and to be the host of this panel, Shared Courage and Conviction to End Unmet Need. My name is Monica Kerrigan, and I'm the Interim Managing Director for the North America and Europe Hub for FP2030. And our vision is that all people, no matter where they live, should have access to life-saving, life transformational contraceptives and reproductive health supplies to enjoy the benefits of everything they want in their lives. FP 2030 is all about harnessing partnerships, private sector, public sector, NGOs, adolescents, coalitions, and civil society. Over the past decade, and we just made this announcement, 87 million women and girls around the world over the past decade have access to modern contraception. But unfortunately, woo, let's hear about it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, another 218 million women and girls want to have access to contraception, but do not. And so today we have this amazing panel, and I'm going to start off introducing them. Claus Runge is the Global Head of Market Access and Public Affairs and Sustainability for Bayer Pharmaceutical. Let's give a shout out to Claus. Alexis Heaton is the Head of Data Analytics for SEMA Reproductive Health. Go, Alexis. Woo! And Martyn Smith is the Executive Director of Reproductive Health Supplies Coalition. Welcome to you all. The question I would like to ask each of you to respond to is, how does your organization uniquely contribute to advancing access and use of family planning and reproductive health supplies to meet this unmet need? Claus, would you kick us off?
Yes, certainly. Thank you. And I'm actually thrilled by the energy level, which is still here in the room after a long day of sessions. So first of all, just to share a few insights of how we want to contribute to better access to family planning services and products. So back in 2019, I was on stage at the ICPD 25 in Nairobi and made public Bayer's commitment to help 100 million women in low and middle income countries gain access to contraceptives, modern contraceptives, by the end of the decade, in line with the UN SDGs. And I can tell you a lot has happened. It's a big stretch for the organization, of course. Within 3 years, I can report back that we have built a brand new factory in Costa Rica, in a middle-income country, purely serving this purpose. And I've been thrilled by the energy that all the employees have put behind this challenge that we spelled out to the organization. Another topic that we have increased are partnerships. So we have met many of you, many partner organizations. We have joined the Challenge Initiative as one of the donors. We have committed more than 40 million euros up until 2025. We have further partnerships, deepened partnerships with UNFPA, for example. We've been a core supplier since the 60s, actually. But we're in a bit of a metamorphosis, so to say, from a pure supplier becoming a partner in the ecosystem. And with that, we've also worked very closely with, for example, the Red Cross to also help in the humanitarian setting, where we in particular help with logistics, which oftentimes are a major bottleneck and hurdle in providing services and product to women in need. So the challenge is out there. Our leaders, our board of management, will not get its full remuneration if we don't hit the goals, the interim goals and the final goal. That proves to be a very effective means of rallying the organization behind us, and which gives us even more energy. And coming to a venue like this is really something where we capture the energy and the goodwill and take it back to the organization and really fuel the optimism that we can get to the 100 million by 2030. So thank you.
Wow, good job, Claus, and a big shout out to Bayer Pharmaceutical. I love that optimism. Alexis, you have one of the, I think one of the most exciting new programs and new initiatives, SEMA Reproductive Health. A big shout out to this new startup. Tell us how you're contributing to reducing unmet need.
Thank you, Monica. Yeah, very excited to be here. And I think as the new kid on the block, I want to tell you just a little bit about SEMA. It's Shaping Equitable Market Access for Reproductive Health. I think the name is very indicative of what we're trying to do, is just very much focused on markets. SEMA is a new innovative partnership designed to build healthy, equitable, and resilient SRH markets. We were launched last year, and we're here to solve market problems and really enhance how our community approaches market shaping across portfolio of products. We recognize that in order to meet consumer needs, markets need to work for women to access the products they want. And we believe that it's possible, and we're bringing a new way of working in order to do that. We work to address market issues in 4 ways. The first one is to understand what the market problems are and identify the major shortcomings. And then we co-design solutions, working with partners to really understand what might address those problems. Then we finance and implement those solutions. And then we track and monitor progress. What makes our approach, I think, a little unique is that we're very focused on making sure everything we do is responsive to country priorities. So really making sure all of our work is anchored in what the countries have identified as their needs and how they want to approach their markets. We also want to make sure that we have a great understanding of what consumer needs are, so that as we look at product markets and national markets and how we might address those, that it's all focused around meeting consumer needs. We want to take a very data-driven, using data to understand markets, understanding how we look across all the sectors in the market, looking at private sector, private not-for-profit, public sectors, pooling donor resources in order to coordinate our efforts and really maximize resources and impact. And then working with the expertise in the ecosystem. SEMA aims to be a very nimble organization in which we will be working across partners, working with partners such as yourselves on the stage to really leverage all of the expertise that exists within the ecosystem and build upon that at all levels of our work. And so currently we're working with governments in 3 countries, in Burkina Faso, Senegal, and Nigeria, to really do market assessments, understand what some of the issues are, going through that 4-step process. We're at the very first step to really then go through, based on what the shortcomings are, identify priorities and work against those. In addition, we have a number of assessments that are ongoing in terms of looking at product assessments, but also understanding how our work can really look at some of the cross-cutting issues to address market challenges. And then all of these initial assessments will help inform what some of the early investments that SEMA will make, and then how we'll start really implementing our market shaping work. So we're, again, at very early stages, but very excited to continue to share our progress with all of you as we proceed and work with you all.
Alexis, thank you so much. Whoa! You didn't sound like the new kid on the block at all. So, and congratulations. I've been to several of the SEMA countries, and people are very excited about your new programming. Martyn Smith, new Executive Director of the Reproductive Health Supplies Coalition. 7 weeks old, and it's the largest supplies coalition globally. And so we're so excited that you're here with us. Tell us a little about what your organization is doing to reduce unmet need.
Thanks, Monica. So imagine, if you will, an innovative, efficient, transparent system to ensure that reproductive health supplies get to the women and adolescent girls who need them. Imagine supply chain players that could analyze and discuss the same data in the same platform together at the same time. Imagine if stockouts could be averted at the click of a mouse. Is this pure imagination? No, I have to say to you that this is the reality of today. The Global Family Planning Visibility and Analytics Network, the VAN, that was launched as a global good at the Family Planning Summit in July of 2017, is today a reality. 100 members strong, including Bayer as a key member. 100 members strong, 35 countries, able to track 7,500 shipments across a product range of 68 within the reproductive health supplies community. And despite COVID and despite funding shortfalls, in 2021, the data from the Visibility and Analytics Network drove additional procurement of over $26 million that averted stockouts in 13 countries. And within a key $8 million that UNFPA contributed, $3 million of that came from Bayer, as we've heard a bit from Claus earlier on. So the VAN is an example of a data-driven decision-making idea that originated out of the Reproductive Health Supplies Coalition. We have 555 members from the public, the private, and the NGO sectors, and it's a platform for its members to really think big and have the courage of their convictions to end the unmet need for family planning and to ensure universal access to sexual and reproductive health supplies by 2030. So what are those next set of ideas? Where are they coming from? We're looking forward to the partnership with Alexis and the SEMA team for sure. We look forward to the continued partnership with Bayer. But I put it to you that where can we go next? And I think where we go next comes from our collective imagination to think big and to think how we can really fulfill those supply needs by 2030. Thanks, Monica.
Thank you so much. And I want to give a big applause to this bold and pioneering group of leaders who is actually changing the dial, fueling that imagination and that bold commitment to FP 2030. So thank you very much. And a big thanks to the ICFP organizers for allowing us to be here tonight. And I hope everyone at home is enjoying this. And please check out these organizations and their commitment to FP 2030.
Thanks, Monica.
Thanks, Monica.